An update, though, from Toronto Police about
At that time,
an incident.
when
Shall
she
we
was
listen
walking,
live?
she would go out for daily walks. She was walking near a school on the pathway, and the suspect approached from behind and came around to the victim, facing the victim face on, and then shot her in the hand and face with what appears to be a pellet gun. The victim then fled on foot in an unknown direction. The victim was taken to hospital, sustained non-life-threatening injuries, and is now resting at home. What we're looking for and what we're stressing is we do have a very brief description of the suspect, but what we're hoping is that people that were in the area that may have dash cam, that may have Ring cameras on their home, any type of cameras that would have caught the suspect running by or in the area at the time, are hoping with the images that were released through our media release, the stature of the suspect, what they were wearing might be familiar to somebody, and they may be able to identify who this person is.
Can you talk if this was targeted or not? Was it random?
It doesn't appear to be targeted at this time. It does appear to be random.
And tell us a little bit about the images that were released.
So the images that we have is of a suspect. Their face is covered by a black face covering, so you really can't see a lot. They're wearing a long gray, black puffy jacket and what appears to be black track pants. So we don't have much of a description at this time. The video footage isn't the clearest, but it's what we have now, and again is why we're stressing to the public to please check your cameras and see if you have anything. This person may frequent the area, and they may have caught them on their camera without even knowing.
It's scary to even think that, this lady was out going for a walk when something like this happened. Is there anything to say about public safety?
So I think with anybody, with walkers, with runners, anybody out on bicycles, anything, is just be aware of your surroundings. A big one is most people have headphones in now these days. I'm not saying our victim did, but most people do, whether they're on the phone listening to music. Have that to a level where you can still hear what's going on around you, and just be very cognizant of your surroundings. Look around, don't look down, and be aware of who's around you.
This wasn't attempted robbery, was it?
No, it was not.
And how easy is it to get your hands on a pellet gun, and how realistic do they look?
I don't have the answers for that, but obviously they're not real firearms, so they would be a lot easier than an actual firearm. And they do look very realistic to an actual firearm.
Would the penalty be the same to shooting a real firearm and maybe a pellet gun per se?
No, the penalty would not be the same. It would be imitation firearm as opposed to an actual firearm charge.
How often, and I know it's a hard question to maybe answer, but how often do these incidents come up where pellet guns are being randomly shot at people? I know that there was a subway incident a while back. Is this something that police get a call for often?
I'd have to look into that for you. I don't have the stats handy.